So this is actually embarrassing for me to talk about, but the last year and a half has been a fucking nightmare for me. So to make a long story short, at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, I had gotten up to 210 pounds. I was in terrible shape. The lockdown had sort of messed me up. And I watched a video of me playing golf, and in the backswing, my big belly dropped out, and I was like, whoa, shit, I gotta fix this fast. So I started working with an online fitness coach who showed me about how to track macros and gave me workouts. And then slowly over time, as I'm plugging away, like, oh, this is working. And by the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, I was down to about 155 pounds, stronger than I'd ever been. I never thought I could look like that, and was just so pumped. And we came to the end of that cut and decided it was time to go into lean bulk mode. So I got my surplus dialed. I'm lifting fucking heavy, like I'm feeling good. Everything's filled out. And then a couple things happened. The first was in July, I got COVID. The other thing that happened was we had to move, which made me take a closer look at my finances and then really take a closer look at how well my acting career had been going at that point, which was not good at all, and disappointing. And so that all sort of was a big stress bomb for me. So, anyways, when I came back to the gym after about a week, I started getting sore after my workouts, and I never had really gotten sore before that point. And then I was getting really sore to the point where, like, my warm-ups, like, I couldn't really get through the warm-ups. Then I started getting injured, my adductor, then I had a neck tweak. I mean, even if I would bang my knee on the table for a week and a half, it would be wonky. And then I started noticing I was waking up in the middle of the night to pee, which I had never done before. And then I was noticing I was waking up in the middle of the night to pee 2 or 3 times. And then I was noticing, oh, the color of my pee is really weird and my muscles are aching. Then I'd notice my legs sort of felt like I was walking on jello a little bit. I noticed that my grip strength in my right hand just to make a fist was sort of weird. Then looked in the mirror and realized, oh, I could see over time my muscles are completely deflating. My upper chest is gone, my lats are gone, but my strength is still there. I'm still lifting heavy. It's not easy, but it doesn't make sense. And at that point, one of the things that was brought to my attention was my use of Adderall might be slowing down muscle growth. I'd been on and off Adderall my entire life for ADD. So I was like, all right, well, let's get that situated. So I ended up meeting with my doctor who said, yeah, you can just get off it, just cold turkey, which was a huge mistake. So they had me do that, and then they put me on a medication that I won't say what it was, but it fucked me up. I could not get out of bed. I'd be asleep for 15 hours. I'd be crying for no reason, shivering. My showers, I would have to turn the water all the way up. I even remember being on the couch and having my fiance take a picture of me because I was like, this is me feeling my very worst. Like, if I didn't know what was happening, if I didn't know it was medication related, I for sure would have wanted to kill myself. It was that bad. And then, things slowly got better, but at the same time, I'm unmedicated, so my impulse control is gone. So we'd go out with friends, I'd say stupid shit, which would bring me back to being, an 8-year-old ADD'd out Daniel, and then I would regulate by drinking, because that's when I do when I don't feel normal, and things just got really, really fucked up. And the whole time I'm trying to stay in the gym, but it's like I can barely function. And it's slowly gotten better. I've tried to do a bulk since then and lost muscle. So it's kind of scary. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's long COVID. I don't know. My dad died of cancer fairly young. Like, I don't know I don't know if I have ALS or Parkinson's, or I just can't gain muscle, or whatever. It's frustrating now because I have clients that I'm coaching now that I'm an online fitness coach, and I'm watching them succeed, doing what used to work for me, and now it's not When I try to cut, I lose muscle. When I try to bulk, I gain fat and lose muscle. So something's wrong, and everything in me is telling me to quit. But I don't want to do that. So I'm using this as a platform. I'm going to start a web series where I get shredded, or at least try to, depending on what my body will allow me to do, for my wedding in March. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show normal cutting strategies for what would normally work. And I'm also going to document going to these doctors and trying to figure out what's going on. I've been trying to get in with a neurologist, an endocrinologist, a rheumatologist, but these doctors and the system for getting in to see them and the big pharma, and it's like these people don't give a fuck about you, and it's super frustrating. And having lab orders sent, which should take 5 minutes, takes 2 weeks. It's fucking infuriating. So I'm going to document that, and hopefully throughout this process I'll be motivated to try to fix my situation, because now I'm somewhere between 25 to 28 pounds heavier just in fat than I was when I started the bulk. It's pretty difficult to get myself motivated. So I'm hoping that this will be the catalyst to do that. Additionally, I'll show you guys some awesome recipes and tricks and hacks for cutting weight if that's something that you're doing, because I am normally pretty good at that. And the whole thing is really fucked up. The whole thing is really scary. But I think it's the right thing for me to do, to document it. I don't expect anybody I know to watch this long a video or any of this shit and really care, but I just want to see how this goes. And so I hope you will watch, and I hope you will join me, and we figure out what's going on, and we fucking get shredded for the wedding. # shredding for my wedding. All right.